I guess to start us in general, what you think about how things look as the season gets started. I saw where you were picked by the league, coaches and players and or coaches and media. Where do you kind of see you guys?
Well, I just think we're just looking to get better every day here.
Mhm.
Obviously, we think we've had a good start in terms of trying to get our identity and how we want to play and play fast and with the tempo we want to play with. So, I thought we showed spurts of it on Saturday night, and the consistency of it wasn't there. Obviously, first game of the season was good. We got a chance to look at everybody for the most part. So where we're at, I think, in our puck movement might be ahead of where we've been in the past, and defending might be not quite there in the past with our forwards and playing the style of game we need to play. But overall, excited about where we're at, and think we got a lot of pieces to push, and we're looking forward to the season, that's for sure.
If you just looked at the numbers, obviously people would notice the top 4 scorers are gone, but you had a lot of people last year that looked like they got potential to become scorers like the guys that graduated. Do you kind of see that yourself? Like, do you think there's a couple of guys that could make a jump from, up like 10 or more points than what they scored in the past kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think we got a lot of guys in. They have good summers, and it's just a matter of obviously gaining confidence. Hopefully, get some stuff happen, go your way early in the season to get that confidence. I think we've added some other sticks in the freshman class that also can produce. So, I think we're looking. You obviously look for a big step from guys internally.
Yeah.
Then you look for that additional push from freshmen. I think we have the influx. I think we can generate a lot on the back end as well.
Yeah.
I think we got some depth back there that can help us generate some offense. So I think collectively as a team, I think we're in a good position to produce. For us, if we play the game the right way and limit and create transition out with the way we want to, I think we'll be in a good spot for some guys to make that jump, like you asked.
I was going to ask about the other end of the ice too. Obviously, losing James is a big loss, obviously, but you have most of the defensive back and the experienced goalie that played all year last year. How good is that to be that strong on that side of the ice?
Yeah, it's nice, and we're they got to get. They got to walk through. Cause we're asking them a lot this year. They got to get up and they got to get active. And I think we need more from them.
Yeah.
With the loss of our goal scorers, we need more production out of our back end. So we're, they're getting up and because we have depth. We think we can play. Our shifts can be harder. Our shifts can be with more tempo and more ability to join. So that's big part of our emphasis here right now. But obviously, having the stability of a returning goaltender that's got a ton of experience, and he's getting pushed by the young guys. But then having the only replacing one guy, we've, guys entered last year too, coming off of seasons where they had some injuries and some surgeries. So overall, we weren't necessarily healthy to start last year, and we're in a lot better position we were with the summers they had, and afforded us an opportunity to be ready. And there's a ton of competition back there, so on a nightly basis, there's the need to play well is going to be there to dress again. So it's nice competition from a coaching perspective.
Best place to start, I was going to ask you about what it means to you to get a chance to wear the number 6 this year.
Obviously, it's a great honor. Representing Mike Morrison and the family is definitely one big honor. Being the first guy to wear it since Mike is obviously great, and feel honored to wear it.
I was just curious, like how much Casey had mentioned you kind of learned a lot about him too. Like, did that happen after you found out about the number, or had you just known that in the past on your own? Or,
We've known that. We kind of known the story a little bit. The weight room's named after Mike Morrison, and then just talking to Coach Jones about the family wanting to bring the number back and just get more of kind of a history on kind of what happened is definitely helped me a lot.
What do you like about the role you have this year too? I know you were an assistant captain last year, but what's it mean to have the team, have the confidence in you to decide to vote for you for that? And,
obviously it's another great honor. Just trying to be the same person that I was last year and kind of throughout my whole hockey career, and just try and help the team whenever I can.
What are things like the average fan may not know that captains do? I mean, obviously they see you, in warm-ups talking to the other team's captain for you. What are some things that captains have to do that maybe the average fan doesn't even realize that are part of the job?
Just kind of behind-the-scenes stuff, just helping the new guys on the team, helping guys with any questions on and off the ice. Yeah. Just trying to be a leader in the classroom and on the ice, and just trying to be a good person throughout the community.
I was nice too about just on the ice stuff too. Like, what do you kind of see your role on the ice as being this year? Like, what do you think the team kind of needs from you?
Just play a 200-foot complete game, power forward, kind of moving my feet, sticking to the little things that make me the hockey player I am, and try and contribute to the team whenever I can.
I was going to ask about the strength part too. Have you always been like one of the stronger guys on your teams? Like even growing up, were you just naturally like a big kid, or did you just kind of get more developed as you got older?
Kind of just try to get stronger every year, try to get faster every year. I think it's have good summers and try and put the hard work in the off season and try and just come in with that.
Even though I'm sure it's probably not your favorite subject, I was going to ask you about the glass thing though for your freshman year. Did that kind of show people you know, what kind of forward you can be that you're able to check a guy hard enough to knock him through glass? Or
I mean, I guess that was just kind of a faulty piece of glass, maybe. I don't know. Just yeah. I mean, I'm a hard forechecker, power forward, and I mean, just try to finish my checks when it's available. So yeah.
I guess the last thing I was asked about was on the offensive side of the ice too. Casey had mentioned that you were one of the guys that you thought wanted to kind of have a little increased production from the past too. Is that something that's a goal of yours to try to, you know, get a little more, you know, offense on that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, working on my skills this summer, on and off the ice, just stick handling, and I mean, just trying to contribute whenever I can. Obviously, want to do better than last year and keep improving and help the team win.
And I always ask seniors this too, even though it's just the start of the year. But you know, down the road, like, what are your career plans? Like, what are you kind of studying to do, or what do you want to do? You know, after it's done.
Right now, I'm getting my MBA at Clarkson, 1-year program, and then hockey-wise, definitely like to play professionally somewhere and just see how the season goes and see what opportunities are at the end.
And somebody else wanted me to ask you what the largest shark in the world is.
It's a whale shark.
Yeah. I was going to ask you first. I'm doing a story about Nick for the season preview, so I was going to ask you a little bit about, you know, last year as a freshman, what kind of impressed you when you saw him and what he was doing and things like that.
No, I thought you know, every freshman did pretty well, especially in that last game. They showed signs they can play.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did also. Guys are really excited about the new incoming class fitting well, and you know, it's a good way to start the season.
As far as leadership goes, like, what impresses you about the way he does his job with your team? Like, you know,
oh yeah, he's a great leader. I think he's a leader by example. You know, in the room, in the workout room especially, works out very hard. You can see it on the ice. Anyone who watches game knows he's the one that, you know, is always in front of that net, always getting the bench up and getting those hits. And you know, I think great choice on captaincy, and you know, we're looking forward to a good year with him.
He's kind of a bruising physical player too. Are you kind of glad that you don't, other than maybe practices, you don't really have to go against him much?
Yeah, it's definitely someone you want to have on your team. Maybe not play against, but he's actually, it's funny. He's like a hardo on the ice, and then when you get to know him, he's like a big teddy bear. So that's a fun fact about Nick. But no, he's definitely someone you want on your team. Can lay the body, and you know, hurt. I think the year before us there, he threw someone through the glass there, so that was pretty impressive. We saw some pictures, so I'd like to see that happen again this year.
Yeah, I was asking you about, you know, being an assistant captain this year and being a sophomore. Are you kind of paying attention even more maybe to what he's doing, because you could possibly be in that position yourself next year? You know?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's always a learning experience. You know, last year maybe sat back a little more and learned from, you know, big leaders like Perry and Haas, and also Nick and Jers last year too. So it's always a learning curve. Even if I am or that position next year or senior year or whatever, if it comes or not, I'll still be learning. You learn every day. I'm sure Nick's learning every day too, with new situations and stuff. But you certainly could keep a close eye on him and Jers and the older guys as well, and you kind of, you know, learn every day.
Right.